What is up, everyone, and welcome back to Season 3 of the Scots on the Run podcast.
Yeah.
Where we take a behind-the-scenes look at what's happening with Gordon College cross-country and track and field programs. I'm your host, Ben Schneider, and in this episode, we are kicking off the new season by recapping the Battle of the North Shore. We have our captains for this year, Luke O'Halloran and Ruby Furbish, here with us as well. But first, as always, Coach Miela, how have you been? How was your summer? How excited are you to be back on the pod?
I can't believe we're doing Season 3. It's just so funny. I think when we started this, I just didn't think it would be such a staple of the program, you know? So it's cool. Summer was really good. Spent a lot of time with the family. I mean, honestly, I'm still transitioning, getting back into the flow of things. So we had a great preseason, too. Went up to La Vida. It was really good. Had a lot of fun. So
I enjoyed doing that when I was on the team.
Oh, yeah.
Wish I could go up with you.
You gotta
guys,
come.
But, yeah, well, I went to the West Coast twice and then I went to London, so I used up all my.
You were a world traveler.
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit. So.
You're like podcasting all over the place.
I took time off from my racing podcast when I was over.
This is the real.
This is the yes.
This is what you get up for in the morning.
Yes.
You think you bleed Scots on the Run podcast.
I do. Yes.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
All right. Well, who do we? I guess we should start with you, Ruby. You both had a massive PR. We'll get to you, Luke, in just a moment. But I guess Ruby, first off, how was your summer, and how excited are you to be back and coming off of a great race for yourself on Saturday? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Yeah, I had a great summer. I feel like I stayed pretty consistent with my training this summer, which I was really happy about. And then just coming back, it's been so good to be back with the team and running with everyone again. And yeah, I'm feeling really good about my race on Saturday. I think it's a really great place for me to start this season, and yeah, I'm excited just to see how the whole team improves over these next few weeks.
Yeah, so just, again, by the numbers to let the record show how much you've improved already, just even one race into the year. In the Battle of the North Shore in 2024, last year, your time was at 26:05, and on Saturday you ran 23:31. That's more than 2.5 minutes shaved off of what I believe you were saying was
I think it was your personal
PR,
best
right?
going anywhere, right? Yeah.
For a 5K. So that's a very impressive job, well done. And you, my friend, here I was last year, you ran a 21:03. And that was, the reason I remember that is because that was the time that I was shooting for when I ran the Scott Trot a few weeks after that. Yeah. I didn't quite get there, but there is no chance that I'm beating your Battle of the North Shore time in the Scott Trot this year because, do you remember your time?
I think it was 17:42, right?
17:42.
Yeah.
So that's close to 3.5 minutes
Yeah.
improvement. And I saw it during track. I knew that you were on this massive upward trend here.
Thank you, yeah.
But for you to go comfortably sub-18 here this year is nothing short of incredible. So how are you doing right now? How did you do what you did on Saturday?
I think the race on Saturday is just the result of a really good spring season last year, a lot of hard work, and then that kind of continued into the summer. Had some really, really good, solid, consistent training. I did a lot of traveling this summer, which was such a blessing, and I was able to stay consistent with running through that. But yeah, I'm stoked to be back. I'm really happy with my performance. I'm really just happy with how the team is looking this year. I think we're kind of really coming together to form a pack of really strong runners. So happy to be a part of that pack, and we'll see where it goes from there. Yeah.
Well, Ruby, before I jump in, I want to hear, what do you think made the difference for you? I mean, obviously, it's like Luke was just talking about, summer training and, things like that. What do you think made the difference for you on Saturday?
Yeah, I think, I was thinking about it. I think doing the 800s and like more speed work during the spring track season really helped actually with my distance racing. Because I had never done 800s until last spring, and training for that I think really helped with my speed. And then of course just like staying consistent with my summer training, keeping my endurance up, and I think both of those things together really helped.
And you guys just, for your summer training, you guys were just around your house. Did you train? Well, you were international for a bit,
I
right?
was in Ecuador for 2 months, so.
How was that, man?
It was amazing. Yeah, I was in Ecuador for 2 months. I was doing an internship at a clinic in Ecuador, and I also lived with a homestay family for a month. So I got to practice a lot of Spanish, and all the while I was running pretty much every day.
Yeah.
And
Muy bien.
Yeah, muy bien. And Ecuador is at 10,000 feet of elevation, so the runs
That
were
explains it.
Yeah.
the runs were intense.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were, I mean, my 8-minute pace had me gasping for air at times.
Sure.
So
So
yeah.
we're going to Ecuador next summer. Everybody, the whole team.
Yeah.
The whole team's going to Ecuador.
Preseason in Ecuador.
Does this family have room for 25 people? That's the question.
They don't, but they would be willing to host all of us. That's how loving they are.
That'd be
Yeah.
good. Well, actually, can we just take a quick, I just want to tell, so what were you doing before we keep talking about running? You had an internship down there?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Well, I worked at a clinic, and they had
doing what?
they had 4 different departments. So they had a laboratory, an emergency department, a physical therapy department, and like a nurse's station, vitals. And I would spend a week or 2 at each station and rotate. So I got to do some really cool things, like I did IVs for people, I gave vaccines, pain medicine, all that sort of stuff. I also did some laboratory tests. Just different samples, COVID tests, stuff
Sure.
like that. Helped in physical therapy, which is mostly
Wow.
just rehabilitation.
Yeah.
And also got to take vitals at the nurse's station, which I would say the most challenging part was just the language barrier, but that, putting myself in an uncomfortable situation really, challenged me and improved my Spanish drastically in a short amount of time. So,
Well,
yeah.
Captain O'Halloran's going to be Dr. O'Halloran. So that's amazing. Well, and you still ran like every day.
Every day, yeah.
Did you have a good loop down there, or?
Well, the funny story is this. So the place where we lived was in the center of the capital of Ecuador called Quito, and that the house I was staying at, they didn't have any area to run, so I would have to take an Uber every single day to a public park. But the Ubers down there are like $2 or $3, so
Sure.
it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, I would get home from the clinic, and then I'd go grab an Uber, run at the park, take an Uber back, shower, and then I had the rest of my night. But yeah.
Honestly, dude, I don't want to hear anybody who can't get their summer training in. This guy can't even speak the language of the people. Or he can, but it's just like, give me a break. That's amazing. I didn't realize, I don't think we had talked about that specifically.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. Getting back to running, we changed the course up this year.
Yes.
What'd you think? Ruby, why don't you kick us off?
I really liked it, actually. I felt like it was faster than our usual course, and I enjoyed that because it felt like more competitive, and I think just overall on the team, like talking to everyone, I think everyone enjoyed running.
What was your favorite part of the
I liked
setup?
doing the loops like around goal and doing
the beginning?
the 800 loop.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. Well, it just kind of helped you break things up a little bit in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool. How about you, Luke? What'd you think?
Yeah, I liked it. I think I agree with Ruby. I think it was faster. I like that it was completely, there was no pavement on the course.
Yeah.
It was all
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
in the woods on sand or dirt or something. I think the only downside was that sharp corner
Yeah.
we had right at the 400-meter mark.
Yep.
And we had to do that corner 3 times total. I mean, that was fine. That's the only thing that, I didn't love about it. But I agree. I think it was faster. I think it'll work well for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. What do you got, Ben?
Well, I guess you're more familiar, I think, with the process than I am of how we select our captains for the year.
Yep.
But the one thing that you both have in common, besides massive PRs from this weekend, is that you are our cross-country captains for this fall. So I guess this can be for any of you. How did that process come to be? How was it decided that you two would be the leaders of this team for this year?
Well, let me. I'll explain the process, and then I think I got a question to build off of that, if that's all right.
Sure.
Our process is so how we select captains is I ask people on the team, like, if you want to be a captain, you got to let me know. Because I really do see being a captain as a commitment to the team. And so I've always seen it as, like, I want you, whoever is a captain, to have that ownership of saying, like, I'm volunteering to do this. Like, I'm volunteering to serve the team in this capacity, right? And then after that, there is a vote. And, then it's just pretty simple after that. The people with the highest votes, tend to get it. And then if I have made a cutoff that if you don't get half the votes on the team, like, you can't be a captain. You have to have at least half the votes, right? So, anyways, all that to say, these two were selected by their peers to be the leaders of this team. And then building off of that, I was going to ask you kind of like what excites you about this team, but for you, and you could still answer that, but I am curious, for you, as you think about your role as a leader on this team, what are you looking forward to? What do you want to bring to the team as a captain?
I think, at least for me, I think this year is just a really important year for our team, as it's kind of, we have a new assistant coach.
Yeah.
I just think it's a year where we can build a new culture for this team.
Yeah.
Not that the old one was bad,
Right.
There's
We're transitioning.
Yeah, it's a transitioning for sure. There's no senior class this year, so everyone should be returning.
Yeah. Except for you, because you're graduating early.
Except for me, but yeah.
You're gonna be a doctor. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I think it's an amazing year. I think we can really build strong together, build a really good culture for this team moving forward. Just have a really tight knit crew of people.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to that. And I think those dynamics are already in place.
Yeah.
There's nothing I'm doing that's bringing those together. But yeah, it's been awesome to see how that has developed, and I'm excited to hopefully contribute to that development moving forward for this team and throughout these seasons. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What do you think, Rube?
Yeah, I mean, like Luke was saying, this year's there's a lot of transition, but so like my goal is just to be able to be there for the girls and just be someone that they can come to, because this is a really exciting year, but there is a lot that comes with the transitions, especially for the freshmen. So my goal is just to help make the team a more welcoming place and make sure that the girls feel comfortable on the team and comfortable coming to me. And I'm really excited for this year just because I feel like all of the freshmen in general just have like such a passion for competing, and I can see that all of them are like very determined and already like wanting to win races and give it their all. So that makes me really excited. Yeah.
It's awesome. And then, I guess running up on time here, but I'm curious who you guys want to shout out, either from this past race or even going into the preseason, highlights so far this season, or just individual performances that you guys want to give shout outs to.
Sure.
Yeah.
First shout out will be Hudson Studley.
Yeah, mustache.
Huge race
Yeah.
on Saturday. Amazing PR, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Amazing PR, really set the tone for this season. Really, I was just impressed with how he raced.
Sure.
Yeah, amazing. And second one, Aaron Gieslin.
Oh, yeah.
Just the definition of consistency and
Yeah.
hard work. He really, his summer training, if you look at his Strava, how you can see like the weekly mileage.
Must follow on Strava.
It's just a straight line.
Sure.
Like the guy doesn't miss a week, doesn't miss a run. It's pretty inspiring.
Right.
And I know Saturday wasn't his. He's not quite happy with his performance, but I think in the next 8K at Pop Crowell we'll see the true Aaron Gieslin come out.
I think so too. And for all of you listeners out there, if you're not following Aaron Gieslin right now on Strava, press pause and follow him immediately.
Yeah.
He is he's the Black Mamba of Strava.
He really is.
So
he has no other social media. It's just
Is it
Strava.
really?
It's
Is it
literally
really?
just Strava for Aaron Gieslin.
I didn't know that. Ruby, what about you? Shout outs.
I mean, the obvious one would be Abby. I mean,
Yeah.
she just crushed it. Like, what was her time? Like
19:30.
Yeah, that's just amazing, especially like to come in and run that as a freshman. And I'm just so excited to see where her season goes. But yeah, I just feel so proud of all of the girls. Like everyone did so well. Really like gave it their all. I also want to shout out Caroline because I know she was having a hard week and she got out there and ran really well.
She
and gave
did.
it her all.
She really did.
I'm really proud of her for that. So, yeah.
Well, I guess one of you mentioned it, I think, but probably the biggest piece of off-season news that we should probably mention here, we do have a new
Yeah.
assistant
New distance.
and lead distance coach.
Yep. Julianne Morse, graduate of Wheaton College from Wheaton in Norton, Mass. She was coaching at Wisconsin Platteville last year, and we're excited to have her. And like Luke was saying, I think we're going through a pretty significant transition. And even if we're just talking just distance, Jack Whittlesley was a figurehead of the program for a while. He was a huge, great leader on the team. Carolyn Day and Rachel Brennan were like our top two runners for ever since I got here. And then Corden Luco, was our coach last year. And so all those people are gone now. And I think Julianne is stepping in. I just feel like she's the right personality for where the group is at right now. And to Luke's point, kind of just fostering this transition. It's not about being better necessarily. I mean, I guess we're always trying to be better. It's not like the previous culture was necessarily worse, but it's, fostering that difference, right? Like that we're transitioning into something different and trying to make this team and the personality of this group really come out to be its best. Like I said, I think Julianne's like the perfect person for that right now. So we're really excited to have her.
All right, so no meet this weekend, but
No meet this weekend.
in I guess a week and a half, roughly.
Yeah.
We'll be back on our home course for our annual home race.
Pop
Pop Crowell Invitational. So what are you looking
54th.
forward to for that?
54th Pop Crowell. Got a big group out. I think we got like 15 or 16 teams. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it's a preview of our conference championship course. So I think we're looking forward to that. And it's nice. We don't have to travel. It's nice to be on our home course. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm excited to see what we can do. It's going to be a big jump for some people. Again, we just talked about Abby, a freshman, and then on the men's side, Aiden Roberts were our top two finishers. Again, but that's a 5K. So we'll see, how Aiden can hold on for an extra 3,000 meters and then Abby for another 1,000, right? Like, it's a different race. And obviously the course is going to be a lot different, so it's going to challenge our team in different ways. But again, the fortunate thing about hosting and the fortunate thing about our course and where we have to train is we were literally just doing 2K loops in one of the crucial parts of the course yesterday. And so I'm confident our team's going to be prepared to execute really good race plans. And yeah, it'll be one way or another, good or bad. It'll be a great learning experience for everybody.
And lastly, if you were on campus this summer, you'll know Physical Plant was laying some new pipes underneath the quad here. They're trying to grow the grass over that, I think, still as quickly as they can. Are we expecting the course to
generally, I just got word
ready?
That the course will be generally the same. They're going to basically allow us to run over a section of the grass that is growing in. We're just going to throw a bunch of seed down, and we're just going to pound it in. So we're going to do them a favor. And just
There you
pound
go.
it in. But, so that was big news because I thought, up until 2 days ago, I thought we were going to have to kind of rethink the course altogether. So next week I'm going to go out, and it will cause us to remeasure some things. I might have to change the women's course slightly, but hopefully that's not too challenging.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for listening to the season premiere, and we'll see you in a couple weeks to recap Pop Crowell.
Love it, man.